Hey friends, welcome back. I'm Jen Sorensen and we are kicking off Pixar month. Yes, I know. But I thought this was nice and festive for the winter, and I thought we would start things off with one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite movies out of Pixar, Finding Nemo. This was a family favorite growing up, although it came out when I was a little bit older. We actually had, my parents, after I'd moved out, had this fish pond in one of their homes, and they named one of the fish in there Bruce. And they would yell out every morning, "Hello, Bruce." Well, they did this when they first bought the house, not knowing that their neighbor was named Bruce. I'll let that sit for a second. Needless to say, they became good friends. And I'm totally getting off tangent. So we're kicking off Pixar month with Nemo, or Clownfish Kid, as I'm calling it in the shop. Just, to avoid some copyright issues. So let's jump in, see how I make it, and then we'll come back here to check out the finished product. All right, I have a new tool here, a cordless immersion blender. This is a nice KitchenAid one. It's beastly, and I'm kind of super duper excited to use it. I have my oils in here. You see kind of the cloudiness. That's because I've already blended in some kaolin clay. And again, that's just gonna give it a really nice slip. Kaolin clay is great for any type of skin. It's not gonna draw oils away from your skin. So if you hear clay, you may think that it's gonna dry out your skin if you have dry skin already. It's not going to. At least that's what they tell me. And I can't necessarily, because I do have dry, oily skin, but I haven't noticed any issues with it making it even more drier or anything like that. So let us blend up our lye water and oils and see how this bad boy works. This thing is definitely more beastly than my other one, which is good because it was starting to kind of get a little weak on me. That didn't take very much to get this just to emulsion here. Yeah, it's not separating, nothing like that. So just to kind of give you an idea, this is and it's heavier. It's KitchenAid, which I love my KitchenAid, totally love KitchenAid. But I liked that it was cordless, so I didn't have to like string a cord along. All right, so we're doing something a little bit different this time around. I am going to still need my stick blender, but we're gonna wait a little bit, and we're only doing 2 colors here with a dual mica line. So kind of channeling what we did for Pluto. We are channeling that style with 1 color on the bottom, 1 color in the middle, which is that, yeah, that's good. That's good. And then we're gonna do the mica line on either side. This smells just like the real thing, like fresh squeezed orange, because Nemo, come on Nemo, is orange. So we're gonna add a majority of this to the bottom, which I am also going to color with Tangerine Dream. So as I have gone through and have been making a lot of these soaps, it's like, okay, do I want to do koi? What color do I think really represents Nemo? And this is the same color that I used for Goofy. And I thought the colors would be really good for Nemo as well. So, all right, I think that is plenty. Let's close this up before we get mica everywhere. I'm gonna start by kind of just loosely stirring this with my shaft of the blender here. And yes, I am getting mica on the sides, so I will scrape this down. All right, and let me just scrape down the sides too from where I poured. Because when I don't do that, I get a little bit of the natural color. Now it says that even though this is like a total like orangey yellowish fragrance, just a splash more, that it does not discolor. So we'll see. I don't know if I necessarily believe that, but we will find out. All right, there we go. We got this on, and let's thicken this a little bit. Yeah, this definitely has some power to it, which is nice. Whew, yeah. All right, and the nice thing about this one is it's got a safety where this has a lock. So I have to be pressing this down, and then I can press this down. Let's see. Okay, so it does spin without the shaft on it. Interesting. All right, that is good for this layer. Let us get this off. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna bang this. Good enough. And honestly, there's not much on here, so I'm just gonna put this right in my other one. That will be colored white for the most part. I'm okay if it has a tiny bit of the orange hue. Like, it's not a big deal. I don't need to be super duper stark white. All right, into our brambleberry mold, we are going to pour in about half of this. That's good. I am content with that. Let me scrape down the sides here too, just to keep it all fairly liquid. And now we're gonna move on to, actually, no, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. We need a mica line. We are going to do activated charcoal as the mica line here. And this is just to represent Nemo. This could be Nemo, Marlin, whatever we want. We're gonna kind of tap this down. I have to be really careful because activated charcoal has a tendency to go everywhere. It's just so light. This one is from Mad Micas, and it is a hardwood charcoal. It's super fine, which is fantastic for this kind of activity here. You can see how liquid this is just by moving it. So we're gonna have to let this set up for a little bit. This fragrance oil is behaving very well. I also don't need it to be like super duper flat, but I do need it to set up somewhat because the stripes on Nemo and Marlin are not completely straight. So it's not like I don't need super duper pin straight lines here. Yeah, all right. There we go. Let's put this in. I'm just gonna kind of put that off to the side, be very careful with it. Let us slide this very gently up and let us work on this white here. Fragrance oil in. I love the way that looks when I pour the fragrance oil in. All right, and then I got something new. I got a titanium dioxide liquid pigment that I want to try out. This is just glycerin and titanium dioxide is what it says. And the glycerin's likely there just to keep it from getting all clotty. So we'll just squeeze a little bit in. Let's see how this works. I don't know. Strap this on. I am unlocking, and now let's just do little pulses. I kind of filled this quite a bit here. Just kind of, woo, okay. Might have overfilled this container. We're gonna make it work. I mean, I have plenty of time to work because this thing is not setting up a ton. All right, that's gonna drive me crazy, that little splash there. Stay, don't move while I get the paper towel. Okay, wipe that up. Oh yes, I definitely overfilled this. Okay, getting there. I think that's enough, and then I can just rely on a spoon here or something. Put that on the paper towel. I love these little mini spatulas here. All right, let's use that to kind of keep combining this, because the titanium dioxide's already mixed in at this point. We are still very, very liquidy. Again, I don't hate it, but I may need to pause for a second, do a couple dishes, and then come back to this because I need a little bit set up. All right, I am super excited to be highlighting some Pixar characters. I love a lot of the Pixar movies. I mean, I just think they're so well done. It's such a good, Finding Nemo. I don't know, I'm trying to think. I don't know if I have a favorite. Nemo holds a special place in my heart. It's one that we love as a family. I'm gonna have to think about that. While I do, I wanna stir this one so it doesn't get too firm. How are we doing? All right, yeah, we are still very liquidy, so I am going to pause you, do a couple dishes, and I'll come back in a few minutes to do the next layer. All right, I think we're at a place where I can do some pouring here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I think I'm gonna get a larger, wipe that off my glove, larger spatula here. I'm back, larger spatula. Let's see, and actually I wonder how this is, if I can just kind of place this down. Sometimes I find placing it down is a little bit better than just pouring. I can get some base layers in. Yeah, it takes some time, but it's so worth it. Like, I would rather take a little bit of time right now, and when I cut into this and I'm watching it cure, regret not spending the time to make it right. Again, if it's a little bit kind of, I don't want to say not straight, that's fine, because that's how the stripes are on Nemo and Marlin. All right, I think that's pretty good. Let's give this, kind of do some gentle pouring in the middle on top of what's already there so it can just spread out. All right, this smells wonderful. You know, I debated doing an oceanic scent for this, but since I'm probably gonna do Dory next, this is literally the first Pixar one that I'm doing, I think that I might do Dory a bit more, yeah, a bit more oceanic, just because it could be more, a little different. But what kind of oceanic scent? That's the question I need to think about. By the time you guys see this, I will have already made it for sure. But I'm curious, what kind of scents do you like for oceanic scents? Given that I am Seacoast Suds, let me know. Let me know, what do you associate it with the ocean? Are you more of a tropical person? Do you find more like greenery because you are near oceans that are, have like sand dunes and things like that? All right, I'm just gonna kind of tap this somewhat flat, but again, I'm okay if there's a little bit of texture because their stripes are not perfect. Good. Second set of mica. Okay, let's get some in here. Activated charcoal line going down. Yeah, this goes everywhere, but it's so fun. Ooh. I love that stark contrast between the white and the black. It's gonna look so good when I cut into it, I think. I hope. I hope. I hope. Okay, that is good, and yep, that's good. Put this down, close this charcoal up, just, you know, I don't want it going everywhere. And now I think I am just going to spoon the same way I did with that white, this orange right on top. Just spoon it on top. Now this is looking very Halloween-like. A little late for that now, but, you know, why not? Okay, this is looking good. I'm liking this. I can see a few specks of the activated charcoal here and there, but I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for fun. I'm looking for inspiration. I'm looking to just kind of make something nice that I enjoy using, that I hope you enjoy using. It is kind of appropriate that we're making a Nemo soap and you use the soap in the water. So we're going with that. Another fish soap, and we're channeling Flounder, which is in the shop, is one of the first ones that I made. And I love that soap so much. That has a fun watermelon scent to it, just because he's a young teenager, child, guppy. No, he's not a guppy. All right, I can probably stop just spooning this on, but it's so therapeutic to do. Pour, get everything in here. All right. Yes, let's get every last drop in. And then I think, yeah, let's cover this in a little bit of sea salt. I think that will kind of make the top nice, complete it. And it's kind of like this pinkish orange color, the sea salt I have anyway. So I think it will kind of just blend in and complement the top that we have here. Excellent. Okay. This one got a little bit messy, but that's okay. Let's kind of shimmy this. Yeah, I do kind of want to smooth out the top a little bit. What do I want to do that with? I'm just going to use my 1/4 teaspoon and just kind of just do a little bit. I don't want like huge waves here. I see a little bubble. Get that. Just a little bit to give it a tiny bit of texture and smooth out kind of these little drips that look a little bit messy. I just want to make it look cleaner. Just some stripes to kind of mimic the stripes that are on Nemo. I'm not going to bring this back though, because I've got that activated charcoal on the side. We'll put that down. And now let us grab, okay, my giant container of sea salt that I got. I think I got this one from Brambleberry. And this is a tablespoon. Let's see how much I need. I'm just going to sprinkle this all over the top. Getting a little bit messy, but that's okay. Because sometimes messy is fun until you have to clean up. All right. These edges are driving me crazy on this. At the same time, I don't know, I may get the wood, I may clean up the wood, but I don't want to touch where the activated charcoal is on the mold until after I take this out. So I'm going to clean this up. I need to spray this with a little bit of rubbing alcohol to hopefully avoid some soda ash here. Let's do a spritz. And then we will wait 24 hours or so to cut into this. So stick around and we'll see what this looks like. All right, well, all I can say is if this looks as good when I cut into it as it does on the side, I am going to love this soap. Actually, I want to put it on its side with that sea salt there. Let me cut off a tiny sliver. Let's see if we can hide it. And let's see how this looks, if it is true awesome Nemo. Ooh. Interesting that I've got like this weird neon stripe there. Huh. Oh, you know what it is? It looks like the middle went through gel phase a little bit. And that piece gel just attach. Maybe that's what it is. It's just interesting. Next time I might add a little bit more color to the orange because it dulled a little bit. I used the same one that I did for Goofy. And it looks pretty similar, but I think just because there's so much more of it, that it needs a little maybe orange neon just to give it a pop. Although it still looks fantastic. Yeah. I love how this mica line looks. It just, I mean, you can tell if you said, what Disney character was this soap inspired by? Like, totally. Come on. Come on. It is awesome. And I kind of like how it's not completely flat. It has a little bit of definition to it. It's got some character. Maybe I was a little too timid. I was channeling Marlin here with some of it. But yeah, I am super happy with how this turned out. I hope you guys love it. I will check in real soon so you guys can see how this cured. I'm back and this turned out pretty nice. What I think I might do is make the orange a bit darker. I used Tangerine Dream in it. And first of all, you guys love hearing me talk about the scents. This one has a very subtle scent to it. So I know over the holidays, I've had a bunch of people ask me, what is a scent that is a little bit more subtle? This is one. I can get the orange juice out of it, but it's not overpowering. It's not overwhelming. And I think if you are sensitive to scents, this could be a really good one for you. So yes. And then I will probably darken the orange the next time, maybe make it a little bit brighter. But that's going to be it for me today. I am going to note, I'm going to film all of my intros and outros for the entire month. So you're going to see the same outfit just because things are a little crazy right now with the holidays. I've got some family stuff going on, but I want to share these 8. We have 8 Pixar soaps with you, and I want to share them. Come along for the ride. Let me know what you think. What characters do you think are coming next? Because this is the only one in the shop right now. They're coming up. Let me know what you are hoping for. They're all made. But maybe in the future I can add them to the repertoire, or you're going to see your favorite. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to get out there and create something beautiful. Have a fantastic day. I will see you guys real soon.